be willing to meet me here. I'll just wait a few minutes. It is warm, almost 80 degrees out here. And I hope my phone doesn't overheat. Maybe not. We'll see what happens here. Interesting. Wow. Really, some really interesting things are going on. You know, what I'm trying to do here over the next few minutes is I want to address an issue for problem gamblers. I'm hoping that I can get some problem gamblers that will join me live on this broadcast here over the next few minutes. Specifically problem gamblers. We're going to take on this topic of the struggle. What is the major struggle for the problem gambler? I have an idea because I've been through it myself. I want to see if I can get a few people to chime in here. I see I have a guest. Welcome, guest. Whoever you are. I'm actually at the dentist's office. I keep looking over because my granddaughter might come out of the office, and I figured I was going to take a few minutes. I was just reflecting on my YouTube channel, and I've been reflecting on people that have been coming to my YouTube channel searching for answers. You know, you might be struggling. I'm not sure who you are watching. I'm not too sure, but you might be struggling with gambling on the other side, and you're probably fucking tired of it. Probably tired of it. I know I got tired of it, severely tired of it. Problem gambling is not it's just not a good life. You know, problem gambling is just not a good life. Now, it's hard to get away from problem gambling, isn't it, when you don't really believe that you can? That's where I struggled. When I hit rock bottom in 2014, it wasn't all peaches and cream, my friends. It was pretty tough. I had my let me see, was Reiko with us? No, Reiko wasn't with us. We had Santos, we had Anna, we had Nevaeh. Did we have Anna? Yes, we did have Anna, because it was because of Anna that we got kicked out of one of the shelters we were in. I believe it was. Maybe I shouldn't blame her for it. I didn't believe in myself. Fuck no. And, you know, I don't want to stay too long on here, but here's what's really, here's what I find very interesting about my struggle. Because I tried, let me see, when I first decided that I had enough, I hit rock bottom, and I said, Santos, man, you gotta fucking change your life, dude. You can't keep going on like this. You've lost all your money. You've lost your job. You're fucking homeless now. You're out in the street. Not out in the street. I mean, we stayed in a hotel. We were in a hotel, and then we were in a shelter for about 6 months before we were able to get some help from the Veterans Administration, by the way. I'm a veteran. I didn't believe in myself, man. I was just, pardon my French, I was fucked. I didn't believe in myself, and that's where I really struggled, because I knew that I had to get away from gambling. I didn't have anything else going for me. I mean, how much further could I go down? And being out in the street with my family and losing a job that I had been at previous to getting kicked out of the house. A career, more or less a career that I had been almost 11 years. That went right down the tubes. Right down the sink. The garbage disposal. Right down. All that went. So I've been struggling over the last several years because I'm finally free from gambling. Some of you might know that. I'm completely free from gambling. But I struggle in helping people, because there's a lot of people on the other side that look at me and say, Santos, you got free from gambling. You know, you write books, you do a lot of stuff, but we can't do all that stuff. You know, we can't fucking do all that shit that you do. Fucking mirror talks and prayers, and you get up early in the morning and you do affirmations, Santos. You write books and you do all these other things. Santos, we can't do that, man. We can't do what you do, man. But we're fucking struggling. And I need to get out of this fucking gambling shit that I'm in. Well, listen, my friend, I believe this with all my heart. I believe this, that your struggle is in believing that you can get away from it. That's your struggle. Your struggle is in belief. And it might not even be all your fault. But that's where the struggle lies. So, you don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to beat yourself down. Listen, there's not a lot that you have to do. There isn't a lot that you have to do. But there is something that you're going to have to do if you want to break free. There is something that you're going to have to do. And that has to do with your belief, partner. You're going to have to turn your belief around. My friend, if you hear anything today that I share with you, that Coach Santos shares with you, focus on your self-belief. When you raise your self-belief just a little bit, listen, just a little bit. I'm not asking you to go write. I'm not asking you to go buy a book. I'm not asking you to watch 50 videos. I'm not asking you to go exercise with 100 pounds. I fucking struggled, man, and I didn't know why I struggled. And I still do a lot of stuff, right? I still do a lot of writing and a lot of exercises. I'm a fucking commando when it comes to that kind of stuff, but not everybody's like me. I had to recognize, Santos, not everybody's like you. Not everybody wants to read. Not everybody wants to journal. Not everybody wants to watch a lot of videos. Santos, there's people that want to do something different. Well, the only thing that I can tell you differently that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to work on your self-belief. You're going to have to find a way to raise your self-belief. Now, how could you raise your self-belief? I don't have the time in this video. I'm going to lose some of you here in this video. I know that's a fact. You're not going to stay with me for another 2 or 3 minutes. If you do, it'd be a miracle. But in the few minutes that I have left, I want to make sure that I impress upon you that what you need. I don't care. Listen, it doesn't matter what your dad says or what your mom says. It doesn't matter what your wife says. It doesn't matter what your daughter says. It doesn't matter what matters is your self-belief. If you can raise your self-belief. Now, this is going to be a little tricky because you're going to have to think about it. How can you raise your self-belief? I know what I needed to do me. And I worked myself over. In fact, I still have to work myself over. one of the key things that's helped me, the key thing, probably the number one key thing, is self-talk. Self-talk. I can narrow everything down to that one thing, is self-talk. Learn how to talk to yourself. Practice talking to yourself. See, I'm already losing folks. Practice talking to yourself. Now, what should you say to yourself? I don't know, my friend. I don't know what you need to say to yourself. I know what I need to say to myself. Santos, get your fucking ass going, man. Santos, make the call. Santos, watch the videos. That's what I need to do to me. I don't know what you need to do to you, but your self-belief, listen, your self-belief right now is being, we're touching your self-belief right now because you're watching this video. If you didn't believe in what I'm saying, I don't think you'd be here watching this video. But I can see that most of you are dropping, and that's okay. That's okay. There's going to be a few more that stay on. My friend, partner, listen, I've struggled most of my life. I don't hesitate to say that. I'm blessed today. I'm living my dream simply because I've learned how to talk to myself, and because I've learned to raise my belief. I've learned, there's a lot of people that don't fucking believe in me. A lot of people don't fucking believe in me, man. And they're all around me. And I know this. I know this. So, but I believe in myself. And that's what fucking matters. And when you believe in yourself, that's what fucking matters, my friend. Pardon my language. But this is the mindset that you're going to have to take on, especially if you're a problem gambler. Because, my friend, listen, if you don't raise your self-belief, think about this with me for a moment. If you don't raise your self-belief, what's going to happen to you? What happens to the person that doesn't believe in himself? I mean, there's a singer that goes by the name of Andy Gibb. Comes to my mind right now. Many come to my mind, but Andy Gibb comes to my mind, and he had a beautiful voice. He sang, love is thicker than water. You probably heard that. What's this other one? Well, there's many others. But anyways, it was said that he had great talent, but he lacked a belief in himself. And Andy died very early. He died in his 30s, I believe. Andy Gibb passed away. He was teen idol, this guy, He had the whole world, money and singing and all of these things. Andy Gibb of the Bee Gees. Well, he didn't sing with the brothers. He did sing the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees were more of the Barry, Maurice, and Robin. But Andy was the brother. He was kind of the Lone Ranger, kind of like the underdog, if you will. I kind of feel like the underdog. Do you feel like the underdog? Are you the underdog? I am. I'm the underdog. But self-belief was the key for me. And I've mastered this in my life. And I've mastered it because of self-talk. I talk to myself all the fucking time. You can tell I talk a little bit too much because my videos go long also. My friend, if you don't conquer this, if you don't conquer your self-belief, what's going to be the end result of what you're doing and everything that's happening in your life right now? Where will you find yourself in 2 weeks or 3 weeks if you don't conquer that self-belief in your life? You know what? I don't care what you got to do. If you got to go to Gamblers Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous or Drugs Anonymous or People's Anonymous, whatever you got to do, I'm not going to tell you what you need to do here. I'm just going to tell you that you need to raise your self-belief. Now, I've shared with you how I'm doing it. I'm not about to tell you what you need to do because you're a man and you're a woman. You can figure it out. If you're struggling, I'll tell you this. If you're struggling and you don't know how to raise your self-belief, but you believe that I could help you, you've got the confidence that Coach Santos could help you raise your belief, and you've got some big balls, my friend. What would I say to that? Well, we could connect. We could do some coaching. I do have some packages, plans that I offer. But more importantly, my friend, you're going to have to figure this out. You're going to have to figure out how to raise your self-belief because nobody's going to do it for you. It doesn't come in a package. It doesn't come in the mail. It doesn't come in a pill, even though they've said that they sell pills nowadays that actually that can help your self-belief and stuff like that. You know, people we're falling. We are humanity. We become like ants, and we're getting stepped on. Poor ants, right? Ants, they get stepped on all the time. They're just always moving around, especially when when they really come together in large groups, you know. Anyhow, my friend, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a question. There's Mark. Hola, amigo. They are not feelings. They are evil temptations. Yumoto says, fight fake feelings. Jim says, belief. Yeah. All right, man. Hey, that's, you know, it's a dark world we live in. It's a dark world. And if we don't know how to navigate, we're gonna get fucking eaten up. We will get eaten up. That's why it's so important that we associate with the right energy. It's vital. It's vital that we associate with people that we can really relate to. People that are speaking with integrity. People that are actually living the lifestyle, living what they say. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there that once they get into your fucking pocketbook, you're fucking trash to them. Honestly. Once they get into your fucking pocketbook, you're trash to them. That's the fucking world we live in out there. And if you don't guard yourself from these people, from these evil alliances out there on the internet, or off the internet too, because they're not just on the internet, my friend, you are gonna get sucked up like liquid, like 90-degree little boy, thirsty boy sipping on a straw, Kool-Aid. You're gonna get sucked right up, my friend. Yeah. Am I fucking speaking the truth here? Am I? Or am I just fucking speaking to myself, man? You know, yeah, you can tell I'm not an angry person, but you can tell I'm using more expressive words, if you will, to demonstrate how I fucking feel a little bit this day. So what has to happen to you and I, the soldier, the warrior? We better fucking get tough. That's what needs to happen. Self-belief, my friend. Listen, I didn't have, man, my self-belief was fucking shot to the ground. My dad killed my fucking belief. My dad. whom I love today, whom I've forgiven. Well, that's the truth, because that's what I saw from a child, you know, from a little baby. That's what I saw. I saw abuse. I saw my big macho dad beating on my brother, beating on my mother. That's what I saw. I had no fucking self-belief, man. And then I fucking get caught up with gambling for fucking 32 years and lose everything. You know, over the last, since 2014, I struggled. I'm not going to sit here and say that I hit rock bottom and I got free from gambling in 2014. No, it fucking took me. I don't know exactly how long it took me, but I know 2014 I struggled. I still struggled 2014. I struggled 2015. I don't think honestly, it probably wasn't up until 2017, maybe 2017, that it finally clicked in my head and said, you gotta fucking believe in yourself, man. You don't fucking believe. But you know what? What's happening is you're doing so much reading, you're doing so much writing, you're associating with so many people that are where you want to be. You keep forcing yourself. Somehow, Santos, you're forcing yourself, and you're doing it. It doesn't feel good. It's been fucking real difficult, but you know what? Somewhere along the line, my self-belief kicked in, and that's when I began to say, you know what? Fuck, man. I fucking got what it takes, man. I didn't think I did, but I got what it takes, and I'm gonna crush gambling. I started talking to myself that way. Literally. Yes, I've journaled, I write books, and I've done all, but it's the self-talk, man. Listen, if you guys get anything, my daughter's at the dentist's office. I'm going to be here for just a few more minutes. If you get anything, if you walk away today, remember, it's your mouth. It's your mouth. It's your mouth that's going to get you in trouble, or it's your mouth that's going to get you out of trouble. Mind, mouth, power, exactly. Mind, mouth, power. There's Ann, great. Thank you for being here, for joining my live today. Rich and Jim, a few others, thank you for the thumbs up. Hey, you know what? I'm looking out for you guys, man. Some of you guys are business owners. Some of you are business owners. Some of you are workers. Some of you are just, maybe you're retired. I'm looking out for you. Because I know I've been there. Especially, like I said, if you're a gambler and you're struggling, if you're a gambler and you're fucking struggling, admit it to yourself. I'm fucking struggling, man. You know what? Go up to the mirror in the bathroom and look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm fucking struggling. But I'm not going to stay here. Somehow, some way, I'm going to raise my self-belief on myself, man. That's right. Face the truth. Go in there and tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to somehow, some way, you know what? I'll hang around Santos. Yeah, I only watch 2 minutes of Santos's videos. Maybe I'll watch 3 minutes of his videos. Maybe that might help me. Because honestly, my friend, I can be here, I can show you, I can share my story with you, but I can't make it happen for you, man. I wish I could pull out my invisible surgeon's blade, surgical. Yeah, you know what a surgical blade is, man? That's like razor. That's even sharper than a razor blade. Oh, I wish I could pull out my invisible surgical tool and open you up, my friend. Just open you up and just put my self-belief inside you. Oh, if I could do something like that, man, would you go for that? Some of you probably would. Santos, just make sure you patch me up real good, man, after that incision. Dr. Santos operating, huh? I'm trying to look out for you guys. Listen, I know where I'm going. I know what I need to do, and I know the people that I need to be plugged in. So my question to you is, do you know those answers for yourself? I welcome you to hang out. I welcome you to join the new Soldiers of Self-Mastery with a twist of M.M.P.C. And by the way, if you haven't seen my 1 minute video, I call it 1 pounder. And I'm going to end here. I'm going to end on this note. If you haven't subscribed, Soldier Scribe. Thank you for the thumbs up, comments. Share this video. If this video makes sense to you, maybe you have a problem gambler friend in your family that this video right here would make a lot of sense to that person. Send it to them. It'll go live in a little bit. Copy and paste. Send it to them. You know, let's make a difference. Let's plant a seed. Let's help somebody out. Let's support. Let's contribute. I'm an underdog. You know what? I've had no clients over the last 2 months. None. That means 0 income for me. That's hard. That's hard. So I'm back in school, back to the laboratory, trying to figure out, Santos, what the fuck are you doing wrong online, man? There's something that you need to be changing up. There's something that you need to be doing. There's something that you need to be offering to people. Either that or you just need to get off the videos and not be on them too long. You need to do something, Santos. So that's what I'm working on, folks. New improved Soldiers of Self-Mastery. If you haven't checked out the website, I would encourage you to check out the website. Yes, Cephas is still doing some work, so I will admit that. I will admit that. Anyhow, I'm going to have to, I know my daughter, I got to check up on my granddaughter. She's inside the dentist's office. I left her in there for a little bit. So, let me see. And great. I'm struggling. She says, I'm struggling. I've tried everything else is try to self-belief. My friend, and your biggest struggle is your self-belief right there. That's where you need to conquer. Forget about everything else, my friend. Forget about it. Forget about it. Listen, if you need, watch this video again and let it speak to you, because once you can get your self-belief moving just a little bit, a tiny bit, if you can move it just a little tiny bit. You ever get like you're moving furniture, you're doing something and you just can't fucking budge that thing, but then you just get that little edge on it, man. Just that little edge, and you just push it and it moves for you. You know what I'm talking about. It's all about your self-belief, man. I wish I could do more for you here, honestly, but I cannot change that for you. You've got to change that for you. Just like I got to fucking work on myself every day, man. Every day I work on my self-belief. I have great self-belief today, believe me. I've worked hard to get here, but I work harder on maintaining it. It's easy. You know, I wake up every morning and just talk to myself early in the morning in a dark room. Yes, Santos, you get up early in the morning and talk to yourself in a dark room? Yes, that's exactly what I do to keep myself, among other things. Self-talk is your ticket. Self-belief. Yes, it's fucking hard. You know what? You know what? For some people, it's almost impossible. That's the truth. That's the truth. Right? Why are we going to sit here and bullshit ourselves and lie? Oh, you know, Santos, you're free. It's easy for you. No, it wasn't easy for me. I remember my first 6 months. I remember my year. I remember the battles. I remember crying. But here's the thing. I know something today that I didn't know 3 years ago. I know something today. See, I have an energy today that I didn't have. And that is at least, at the minimum, I can pass that on to you if you're willing to do a little bit of homework. That's all it takes. It's just a little bit of homework. You know, hang around, watch some videos, you know, take some notes. Hey, if you want to get my book, 15-Minute Mornings, It's only like $14. And if you get the book, you're contributing, you're supporting other people that are looking for help. You're helping me pay the Billy family. And what else is happening? You know, you're getting a tool that you can use every morning for the next 7 days, the next 14 days. And I mean, let me read something out of here for you, okay? Routine number 4, cardio. Getting up in the morning to get your body in shape can be one of the most rewarding habits ever. You want to dedicate at least 15 minutes to cardio exercises. That is, if you want to do cardio. There's different, just as Richard Branson said, if the body is in good shape, you can do anything you want to do. If your self-belief is in good shape, you can do anything. You see, the reason why you struggle to read a book, the reason why you struggle to even, there's people, I put videos for 3 minutes and people will watch 1.5 minutes of the video. It's a 3-minute video. And yes, Santos, well, you're fucking boring sometimes. I understand that. I know. It's just a message. Okay? Don't bring down the messenger. Anyways, my messages are getting shorter, but they're getting more to the point of wanting to help, of pinpointing where it is that you need help. So your help is right there. It's in you. It's raising your self-belief. It really is. So, oh, by the way, what I was going to say is you can keep notes. You can keep notes in the little book, the 15-minute mornings book. That's what I do. Right? Define your belief, your mission in life. What is our new opportunity? The cool thing about hanging around me and the Soldiers of Self-Mastery, and I'm going to end here, is this, that we all have energy, okay? And I'll brag about this. I will. I may not have it fucking together in many other areas, but I'm working on it. But I'll tell you one thing about me that I've got that I can always give is my fucking good energy. I always have good energy to give, man. And if you hang around for a little bit, you hang around for a little bit longer, you'll begin to pick up some of this good energy. You will. If you don't hang around, if you don't watch the videos long enough, you won't pick it up. You won't get it. You'll struggle. You'll hit your head. You'll hit yourself in the face with a brick every time, because that's what it's like. It's like you're hitting yourself with a brick. And eventually, you know, I heard this the other day. It was kind of strange, but they give women that suffer from depression Botox. Isn't that something? I heard this. I might be completely wrong about this, but I've heard that they give women that are depressed Botox. But what happens is, they keep them from frowning is what happens. So the Botox keeps them from frowning. So therefore, it does alter your mood. Botox alters your mood, okay, emotional. But what also does, it prevents women from fully experiencing the emotional highs of a full smile. It's interesting, these things that we're doing to each other, but we don't realize we're fucking each other up. We're fucking ourselves up, and we need to come back to natural. And my friends, those of you that are here, it's all about your self-belief. Work on your self-belief. Raise your self-belief. Find the way that's going to help you raise your self-belief, and everything else become easier for you, man. Don't put the cart before the horse, right? Put the horse. Yeah! Yeah! Put the horse before the cart, my friends. In your life, too. All right, I got to get going. Only way to win, truly, in the long run. Yep. But how you not gonna win? Baby daddy superstar. What's the most ever won? Boy, that's an interesting question. What's the most you ever won and the most you ever lost? The most I ever lost was all my gambling. The most I ever won was my liberty, my freedom, my power. There we go. Rafael, Brooklyn. Well, it looks like I might be on here for a little bit longer. Guys, it's all a lie. Can't all do it. It's all a lie. Gambling is a fucking lie. Exactly. The casino, the cards, all of it. Unless you're a multimillionaire and you can lose all that money, it's all a lie. In the last 2 months, I relapsed again, won $45,000 about a week ago and gave it all back to the casinos. Yep. They've got you poisoned, Mark. They've got you poisoned, my friend. Don't let them poison you, my friend. Don't let them poison you, my friend. You know what? I've lost good people. They're no longer living. They got poisoned. They got too poisoned. And the poison took over their life. Yep. Ann Great says, I'm glad I found this channel. You're very welcome. By the way, I do a 45-minute. I am doing a 45-minute coaching session. It's strictly 45 minutes. It's free. It's well worth over $500. It's completely free. But you have to qualify for it. And it's 45 minutes of intense laser focus on something that you want to achieve. If you're not ready to achieve, if you're not ready to take the next step, then don't take me up on my free 45-minute coaching session. Please don't do that. I only want to work with people that are really, really hungry and you're ready to take whatever it is that you're looking for to the next step. I'm going to do my very best within that 45 minutes. Typically, coaching lasts longer, but again, I realize some people can't afford to pay for coaching, right? Because they'd rather spend it in a casino. But I'm willing to give you a 45-minute. Maybe it has nothing to do with gambling. Maybe there's something else that you have in your life that you're looking for a solution. 45 minutes dialed in, laser beam focus on your goal, on your issue, on your dilemma. If you're serious, contact me or just go through the link above there, soldiersofselfmastery.com. soldiersofselfmastery.com. All right? I'm doing this for just a few people while supplies last. While supplies last. All right. Rafael, Brooklyn, I have a bad gambling problem. Well, I'll tell you what, you're at the right channel. You're at the right channel. I can't fix your problem, but I can tell you what, I can share with you how I fix mine. And mine is long gone. I can share with you, and there's tools and all kinds of different things. Yeah. So, Santos, we need to make $1 million. Well, let me tell you what, Jim. Let me tell you what, Jim. I'm doing something. I'm not going to talk about it here, but I'm doing something very special. I'm going to be doing something very special for local businesses, for online businesses, and fucking brick and mortar businesses that are struggling. I'm going to do something very special. I've been blessed. I'm no longer gambling. So I have some free time to dedicate myself to service to others. And I'm actually going to develop I'm not going to talk about it here, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be helping people, man. And that's what it's about. You know what? We got to take our eyes off ourselves, right? If I focus on me, on all the fucking bullshit that I got going on, all the fucking people that burn me, everybody that fucking ripped me off, if I focus on all that shit, I'm fucking through. I'm done. I'm history. I'm cooked. I'm like a French fry at McDonald's, man. A bad one. The one that they throw in the dumpster. Hey, yep. So, I'm here to help. I'm here to help anybody that's fucking serious Anybody that really, and you know what? I don't put people down. Let me tell you something. Anybody that would ever put you down, walk away from their presence. I may say some harsh things at times. But I would never fucking put you down, man. You know, I sat in front of a coach the other day. Every time that I fucking think about this, a real wealthy coach. I sat in front of him the other day, and he made me fucking feel smaller than I have already felt most of my life. You know what, man? You want to sit in my presence as a coach, and I'm going to fucking pay you money to fucking help me, and you're going to fucking belittle me? You know what? Fuck you. And your fucking team. And everything else that you fucking have. Honestly, that's the way I feel about it. I'm here to help people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help people. I'm not here to bullshit people. I'm not here to fucking take anybody's money. I'm here to give. But unfortunately, I've been through some really ugly stuff over the last couple of months, you know? And I've had to make some major changes. So, I'm doing the best. But I'll tell you one thing, my friends. It's your self-belief. It's your self-belief that's going to get you through. It's your self-belief that's going to help you to read the books. It's your self-belief that's going to help you to walk away from any machine, any lying machine. You know what I call the Facino. F-A-C-I-N-O. Facino. Because they're fake, man. They're not casinos, they're Facinos. And these machines, you know what they really are? I hope I don't offend you if you're a woman or a man. They're slot machines. They're not slot machines. They're slut machines, man. It's like you're jumping into bed with something. And that thing will make love to you. But I'll tell you what, that thing, the card game, the roulette, the crap table, those machines, you know what? They'll make love to you. They'll crap in your face too. They will literally shit in your face, my friend. That's the relationship that you have, right? Because it's the truth with these machines. That's what I had, man. Oh, I hated. I would get shit in the face. You know, you put $500 and you just lost it. You put $1,000 in a machine and it went down wherever it goes. Actually, it goes into a box. And then these little guys come around and pick up the money. And you sit there. You ever walk in a casino? You walk in a casino and you see people that just lost fucking, you know, maybe they had a fucking jackpot and they lost it all. They just got fucking shit on. And they're just sitting there dumbfounded. They don't know what to think. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's like zombies. It's like robots. It's like a conveyor belt of robots. You look at these people, and then you get once in a while you get a jackpot. Somebody said they won $4,500. You know what? It's all fake, man. For somebody to win $45,000, somebody had to lose their rent money. For somebody to win $45,000, somebody had to lose their car money. They had to lose their children's tuition, their children's school clothes, or the medicine, or the monthly food, or the rent. I could see it in my mind's eye. I could still walk around and I can smell the smells. I can see the carpets, the colors. I can still see the frickin' walls with no clocks on them. There's no fucking clocks on the walls. I can still see. I remember the slot machines. They were handles. It was like a fucking suicide. If you know what that is. They've got motorcycles that have a suicide shift, Harley Davidsons. They call it the suicide shift. Well, I remember these fucking big machines. They had big coins, and they had the fucking suicide. And they fucking pull that lever, man. Right? And you hear them, all that money. I remember the big coins. Chung. You could hear loud bangs of money. Ching, ching, ching. This was back in, 20 years ago. I can see all of that, man. And I remember many people, I would see them broke. They would come and sit next to me. They lost everything, right? Young girl, I remember young men, young women. They would sit next to me in the casino broke, wanting me to, you know, give them some seed, a little bit of a hand-me-down or whatever. Every fucking weekend, a couple days during the week, it was $1,000. It was $5,000. It was $2,000, man. I was making about $5,000 a month, and I was probably losing about $6,000 or $7,000 or $8,000 a month or more. Writing checks. You know, I'll tell you one thing I did, and this is how fucked up we can get. I actually tricked the ATM machine. I wrote some checks. I actually wrote checks and I put them through deposits and I cashed the money out. Of course, I got a lot of trouble for that. The ATM machines don't let you to do that anymore. You know, you put in a check and you can deposit actually checks if you have a business account. You think I'm gonna go back to that? You know, it's like an open casket. It's like I can right now. I'm just sitting. I'm sitting there at the funeral parlor, and there it's my death. It's my death. It's the funeral parlor. All my friends, all my YouTube buddies, they're all standing around in the foyer. You know, the casket is open. They're all looking. Santos' death, man. The casket is open. But I'm not inside. I'm not inside that casket. You know what? I got outside that casket before the lid closed, my friend. And you know what? I plan on staying out of that casket. Now, you might have a casket right in front of you. And that casket might be open. It might be very open, and you can see it. Self-belief, my friend. Self-belief. That's what's going to do it. Your results coach out of Stockton, California, Santos Rolon Jr. I'm going to have to get going here. I hope if you ever relapse again that you walk away when you're up. That's the hardest part. Walk away and just stay away. I want to quit gambling, but I'm not ready yet. So when even walk away, man, you go back eventually. Yep, that's what happens. Adalid Valdavinos. Yes, I am one of those people. C. McCluddy. I don't normally gamble once in a while. Well, I'm glad that you're here and you heard my message. Yanil Castillo, one lady. And great. Says, preach. All right, I'm done. Listen, I go live frequently. I normally don't advertise except for Sundays. I do a program where I actually interact with those of you in my office, and you can ask me questions and I will interact with you. We have guests that come on. It's called Solutions and Answers program. We just had last Sunday, Solutions and Answers. You're welcome to join us. You can bring your question. You can invite a friend. You can challenge me. I'm here to help. It's 45 minutes, but it's better than nothing at all. And I would encourage you to make sure that your soldiers subscribe to this channel, to all. Make sure you turn your notifications to all so that you get, if I decide to go get myself a can of unleaded gasoline and a barbecue igniter and ignite myself on the street corner here in Stockton, California, you're going to be identified. You'll be the first one to know. So you want to make sure you turn your subscriptions to all right? And again, like I said, listen, I do offer a 45-minute free coaching session. If you're serious and you want help and you want to start making that move, take me up on my free offer. All right, my friends, I will see you at the top on the inside on my very next one. You've got balls. You've got a lot of courage to be in this community with the soldier. Until next time, remember, your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. Santos Rolon Jr.